Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of vintage travel posters, going places in style. And I must admit, I love looking at travel posters, especially the period of the 20th century. Absolutely fascinating. Now, this is by Patience Costa, and the book's from Arcturius. You see there the spine. It's quite a substantial book, nice hardback, 128 pages, came out in 2016. I'm certain copies are still readily available. And the price was originally £9.99. Now, I bought this quite cheaply in charity shop, so I was really pleased to see it. I thought, yes, that's one book, definitely going to get. So what does it cover? Lots of different periods, 1870 to 1990, the Gilded Age, Pack Up Your Troubles, We're in the Money, Tourism for the Masses, and so on. So all the way through to 1960s, and then the picture credits at the back. And you've got a little, obviously, introduction here, which is lovely, and also some absolutely brilliant posters, some beautiful artwork. And it mentions, obviously, now it doesn't particularly give details there of the artist. In fact, it's just obviously got the picture credits at the back, so you can find out more about those. But information, but it's just great, just pictures. I love them, absolutely gorgeous. It's got a little bit of, obviously, a thing above there, tells you about the thing, passenger ships, etc. And you've got different places. So it's not just like the UK, it's all over the place. Dijon, Monaco. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just a stunning poster, isn't it? I mean, that's just, obviously, Mucha, never said. Well, anyway. And also you've got here about New York, Southampton, wow. And Mediterranean, Egypt, and some of it's just they're really evocative of that time. I mean, Orient Express. And I just also love all the prices as well. Tells you the prices. 325, 80 days. Sounds like a film there, doesn't it? However, $325. Wow. Including all landing and embarking expenses, no less. This one I love. Chicago and Alton. Brilliant. Absolutely no idea where Alton is. However, but it's got all the various details of the thing. They're just great, yet more brilliant. I love that one, actually. It's quite amazing. You got here. I'm not certain I'd want to be on a plane like that, to be honest, but that'd be interesting for holidays, wouldn't it? Going on that. But you got here, brilliant one. Once 32 days, now 4 days, the Fargo Way. Hamburg. I love these ones. These ones are just always brilliant. I love cutaway books. Cutaway books, when I was young, I just enjoyed them, and I still enjoy them now even. So you got all, obviously, the first class, second class, you got down to the third class, and then obviously people doing the work at the bottom. You've obviously got the boiler room there, all the various things, and it's got all the details. I just love looking at those. You think, oh wow, promenade deck, etc. The bridge, superb. Monte Carlo again, looks a bit risky there. That would be an interesting flight, wouldn't it, going on that? But Belgium watering place, it's quite fascinating. I didn't realise that about Belgian railways and about how it was all unified state ownership. Obviously with the UK, when it was all split, millions of different companies. So it made it immensely complicated. Got Venice, I mean, just beautiful. Jamaica there, the gem of the tropics. I mean, that would certainly get me going to all these places. You think, wow. Constantinople, wow, just looks, obviously the name's changed, but beautiful poster there. And it's just poster after poster, just superb examples. And this one, I love this one. Rome, I love Rome. Absolutely. I was watching a documentary about Rome today, and I was thinking, haven't been there for ages, but it was quite slightly depressing in places in the documentary. I thought, oh dear. However, look at that. The thing that got me in the poster, you've got these, I don't remember seeing that. That obviously that's completely different. I mean, obviously all the other buildings and things, obviously, but it's still absolutely fascinating. I was thinking, what happened to those, I wonder? But you got here British Airlines, Harwich as well. I was going to say Harwich, but Harwich, so get that right. Austria, Curtis Flying Service. Live in Kent and be content. As I live in Kent, obviously that's where I am, content. So it's just great. It would actually make me rush off to Kent as well. I think Kent is an absolutely wonderful place. I love Kent and always will. So London Tramways as well. Christmas shopping, can't beat it. Though I must admit, London Tramways, obviously no longer. There's a few. However, White Star of New York, I mean, just that period of New York, 1920s, 1930s, just glorious. Lake Garda, Italy, Venice, Japan. I love Japan. Japan's amazing. Australia, Visit Cuba. I mean, just beautiful, just so evocative of the periods. Carnival in Panama and National State Park. And the art style, you can see the art style changing as you go through this as well. Art style is always, of course, endlessly changing, but they're all London. Look at that one, the good old red, white and blue tourism poster there. Just brilliant. You've got other ones there, a lot more examples. Caribbean, Mexico, Blackpool. That sells it to me. Blackpool there, that looks good. Beach holiday in Blackpool. Oh, you can even see the tower in the background, which is absolutely good. Oh, and this one's actually got signs, so it's Septimus Scott. And that's beautiful as well. Just the styles of artwork, and that's glorious as well. The East Coast one there. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful example. Just bursting from that. I would love to see the original, that one. And also the 50s. Now, it goes through all the periods. Obviously, you've got the 1940s. Obviously, travel probably was a bit more limited then during the 40s. But you've got here the 1950s, where obviously starting that sort of time. You can see the styles and the colours. Just love the colours. Just beautiful. And this one here. Oh, night ferry. You've got the sleeping cars, Paris to Brussels, every night of the year from London, Victoria. It's got here Southern British Railway. And this is beautiful. Sunny Cheshire. I mean, wow. New Brighton. Beautiful cat. I love that. It's just absolutely glorious. Please remember my ticket. Sweden there. No rain in Portugal. Very true. Small. California. That's just gorgeous. Oh, I mean, that's just beautiful one there. New York one. TWA. Just absolutely. South Africa one there. It's Visit Britain. That's just beautiful as well. Just so many great posters. The only thing, sadly, is it stops 1970s. There's no 1970s, no 1980s. Obviously, of course, it says vintage travel. Maybe obviously 1970s wasn't particularly considered vintage, or maybe just posters changed. They didn't probably have that sort of thing. All sort of become a bit more sort of not with the glamour to sell it. So I love these books, and I wish it would have been obviously about 100 pages more. It would be even more examples. Would have been impressive. A 300-page, 400-page book obviously would have been more expensive, but still, what a glorious book. Brilliant. Best and brightest travel posters. And it's right. Now, of course, I have no idea. I'm certain there are many other great posters that are not included in this, but I'm certainly, this is an absolutely thoroughly enjoyable book. So a pleasure to read through, and there's not a vast amount of text. In fact, in some cases, as you can see there, very, very limited amount of text. Would be nice if there was a bit more sort of background and detail, but still enough to give us sort of an idea, sort of thing about the poster. Brilliant. Again, totally recommended book if you're into posters, which I am. I must admit, I love that sort of stuff. So vintage travel,